Over in the UK, they've apparently had to institute a new lockdown in parts of the country. Why? Because COVID wasn't bad enough. We're now experiencing the possible spread of a new, more transmissible, more contagious version of COVID. So British Prime Minister Boris Johnson just this weekend implemented strict lockdowns in London and large parts of southern England in response to rising coronavirus infections. He said the growth in cases appear to be stemming from a new variant of the coronavirus that is about 70% more transmissible than existing strains. And just bear in mind, if you just woke up from a long rest, the thing about COVID is how transmissible it is. It's really easy to get it from somebody that has it. This is that, but worse. And so these new measures, which take effect on Sunday, so just yesterday, are designed in effect to cut off the capital and its surrounding counties from the rest of England. They're the most severe measures the British government has taken since it imposed a lockdown in the country way back in March, and reflect a fear that the new variant could supercharge the transmission of the virus as winter takes hold. Now, viral mutations in general are not uncommon, and we've been talking about the possibility from the very beginning of the pandemic. This variant has apparently been detected in a handful of other countries, although the British officials didn't say which, meaning possibly the US. But the government's medical experts expressed alarm about the apparent infectiousness, noting that it now accounts for more than 60% of the new infections reported in London. So this is what we need to close out the year. I mean, we just got that good news about the vaccine. So sure, why not a far worse like COVID with rabies form of the disease, Francesca?
Give me rabies, dude. I just want, give me the rabes. I'll take it. I need rabies now. I think you can get over rabies more easily than you can get over COVID. I don't know that. Do not fact. Don't Wikipedia it. Woody.
Rabies is still bad. Rabies is still bad. But
look, they both come from bats. I say, let's get rid of the bats. Go to war on bats. And then we could put little helmets on the bats too, so they have a fighting chance. It'll be real cute. I don't know what to do with this news, John. This is depressing.
I don't know. I know. I think so. When I approach a development like, what do you got to say?
Nothing. I just wanted to mess with you.
So when I see a development like this, I think, okay, what is it most important that the audience knows about this? Because we can't track everything about these developments. So for me, in terms of the context, it is we've got the vaccine that is just now being transported around, and it's giving people hope. Perhaps too much hope. People seem to be being really irresponsible, and I try to remind them that you're not gonna get the vaccine for like 2 to 6 months. So definitely slow your roll on not wearing your mask and everything, but it is coming out. And so now, a more infectious version of this. So I think a lot of people might think, oh God, now this good news isn't worth anything. But I wanna just let you know that supposedly, according to, and take this with a grain of salt, Dr. Scott Gottlieb, board member of Pfizer, says it doesn't seem to have mutated the surface proteins of the virus in a way that they would slip past our vaccines or prior immunity. In fact, we don't think that that's the case. So they're saying that if you already have been exposed, to whatever extent you get immunity, that should apply to the new version, and that the vaccine should protect against the new version. That said, this doctor is a board member of Pfizer. So will we know immediately? I don't know. We're gonna have to see if people who have gotten the vaccine get this newer strain at higher rates than they get regular COVID. Because again, remember, people who get the vaccine still can get COVID. It has a failure rate. So that is, I think, the most important chunk of news that everybody should get as we face this new, faster spreading version of COVID.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's good news, I guess, a little bit. I don't know if I trust any of it. We know the flu shot every year has to be retooled and reworked. I can't stress this enough, but like, we don't know, and we are in completely uncharted territory. What we do know is that we can personally stop the spread, and our government can also do that as well. We know we can test, we know we can trace, we know we can quarantine. Have I said this on the show before? Oh my God. We also know that we can stop travel from the UK. We, not just of UK
I've been
nationals.
For years.
Honestly, like, so have Native Americans for many years. But like, we can stop travel, and not just of UK nationals or whatever. That's like the xenophobic move that Trump did for China. Like, oh yeah, we'll stop all the Chinese nationals. Smart, you idiot. So the point is, we still don't have the travel bans that we might need. And I hate the idea of not being able to get on a flight with 10 layers of face masks and protection and not have to go to the bathroom for 6 hours and then fear for my life once I've arrived at Big Ben. But maybe that's what's necessary. And yet we haven't done that, right?
Yeah.
And so I want to say that we should really, there is a new normal. Let us all, remember there is a new normal, and also lobby our government to really do the right thing and be prepared to comply when they do. None of this I don't know if I like, my phone tracking me. Your phone tracks you all the time. Your phone tracks you all of the time, okay? Don't have a cell phone if you don't want to be tracked. Yeah, we need to do better. Yeah, we should rein in companies for sure. But your phone's already tracking you. Why not sign up for the COVID tracking as well? I think it's important.
Yeah, especially because the government itself doesn't seem interested in doing that at all. Literally, when was the last time you heard the government talk about doing any sort of tracking? And I guess I sort of almost understand it. It's hard to really see contact tracing to be useful in an environment where everybody has COVID and everybody's getting it from everybody. As you get the cases down lower, then contact tracing becomes more important, but they haven't stopped. If you pursue that or you pursue herd immunity as a strategy, which is the one that they're doing.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.